Hey guys, we're back with White's Tractor Sales for another video. Today we're going to be doing our July 2023 Tractor of the Month, which is the Farmall H. So this particular tractor we're looking at today is owned by my brother Oliver. Yes, Oliver owns a Farmall. But this tractor is very special. It was given to him for his 11th birthday. This tractor was the last tractor that my Uncle Tony bought before he passed away in 2004. None of us boys ever actually got to meet him, but in my lifetime, I've known of three tractors that we've had that were his. Those were a 1456, an H, and an MD. So here's the H. We did sell the 1456 several years ago when I was pretty little. And Grandpa has almost completed restoring the MD. So this particular H is one of Ollie's favorite tractors. He's added wheel weights to it. He's added the fenders because it did not have fenders on it. And he's working on getting all the accessories. He's more focused on M&W accessories to match the big one that he's already got. I'll let you guys look for yourself. You can see it says M&W Gear Company. That's coming out of the transmission. They've added 4 more gears in there, and that is the M&W 9-speed transmission. So that's Ollie's H.
Watch the field behind the plow, turn 2 straight dark rows, feel the trickle in your clothes, blow the dust cakes from your nose, hear the tractor's steady roar. No, you can't stop now, with a quarter section more or less to go.
I do have some more footage of it that I will go ahead and put in this video. I'll have some more pictures of the H that we sold here a while back. It was also 1951. Both this one and the one that you'll see pictures of is a 1951. That tractor we sold probably about a month ago. It went around here locally. They're actually going to use it to haul hay, rake hay, things like that. So it's still a working tractor. So a little history on the H. 1939, they brought out the H to replace the F20. The letter series replaced the F series, which was, to me, a major improvement. And they actually built 7 Model H's in 1938. They were not actually called the Model H, they were called the Model 2-F, but they were still this basic design. So if you're interested in any more history on that, check out C.H. Wendell's 150 Years of International Harvestor. That book has so much information on international stuff, and that's where I got a lot of this information I'm giving you. They built 331,227 Farmall H tractors. I'm pretty sure it doesn't include the McCormick Deering versions of this tractor. Once production was ended in mid-1953, they went ahead and made the Super H, which was an improved H, and they made it in 53 and 54. So I'm going to take you over here and show you how you tell a 54. They are just like this Super MTA with the battery box under the seat. That's the big big sign. So in 1939, you could order the tractor in three basic configurations, and these configurations were on full steel, on a combination of front rubber and rear steel, or on full rubber, as you see on this tractor. So the full steel costs $765. The combo with front rubber and rear steel costs $789. And the full rubber costs $962. Now, if you jump forward to 1953, at the end of this production, this tractor would cost you $2,000 for the same tractor. So, yeah. The H was built in 5 different variations. This one you see right here is the H. They built the H or HV. They built the HV or H vegetable, a high crop, high clearance version. High crop or high clearance version. We've actually got one of those, and I'll take you down there and show you it here in a little bit. We were going to do a will it start, but July has been so busy, and you can tell this video ain't coming out till August. So, yeah, we're a little bit behind, and that's okay. The W4 was the standard tread version, and that was a McCormick Deering tractor. Still made by International Harvestor, but it was branded McCormick Deering. The I4 was the industrial version, and that was also McCormick Deering. And the McCormick Deering 04 was the orchard version. The OS4, which was a combination of the orchard and standard tractor, was more of a grove style tractor rather than an orchard or a standard, but it was a combination between the two. So the H was rated at 24 horsepower on the drawbar and 26 at the belt pulley. Now the belt pulley was an option that would cost you $28.50 in 1940. And the belt pulley is located right over here on this side. We don't have the actual pulley on it, but there's the unit. And the electric start would cost you $41. And I believe later that became a standard option, but in 39 that would cost you extra. 39 and 40. During the field test on this tractor, it would burn 2 gallons per working hour. From the factory, they had a 5-speed transmission, and they would run about 15 mile an hour in 5th gear. Now with this M&W 9-speed, I read somewhere that it will run about 19.5 mile an hour in the high side of 4th. If you want more information on the 9-speed transmissions, there are 3 different variations of the aftermarket 9-speed transmission. None of them were put in from the factory as far as I know. They were basically just to give you more speed in your working gears, or like your 4th gear, give you a high road gear. To me, 19.5 mile an hour is awfully fast for a narrow front end tractor, but whatever you feel comfortable with, I guess. So those other 2, I don't know the names of those, or you can go online and find information about those if you're really interested. I found it a while ago. So, and then the last thing I want to share with you about the Row Crop H is they had adjustable rear wheels. This was mostly for cultivating, and if you wanted to mount a corn picker or implements on it, that way you could set it to the right width. So this one, you can see the wheels are cupped to the inside. They're actually supposed to be cupped to the outside, like the Super MTA is over here. Okay, so you can see that. And if you notice, this tractor is spread all the way out. And I measured it, and it's spread out to 78 inches. Supposedly the farthest it can go is 80, but I don't know how they could get that one out much farther. And then this one, it measures at 46 inches, which is as narrow as you can get it with the wheels cupped in. If you cup them the other way, you should be able to get it down to 44 is what the minimum is supposed to be. So, yeah, so there is the Row Crop H. Okay, so we're down here at the High Crop H. We've also got an MV over there. So the M's were the same way. So we've got the matching set, the H and the M. This H is very original. We were very lucky to find it in the shape we did. I believe this one we actually bought from someone here in Missouri, but it was sold probably new in Louisiana, based on that sticker. So you can see here the H, how much taller it sits up. There's a Cockshutt 30, and you can see the height difference in that. We did have the other H parked down below the M, so that would have been a good comparison, but I don't feel like moving it. This high crop, I believe, is a 48 model. You can see at the back there, the lift it has on it. They have a completely different drawbar system. There is supposed to be another, what I would call hoop drawbar. One of them that are round. I believe we do have those to put on them, but obviously it's not on there. Let me see if I can get up here. Okay, we're up here on the HV. So you can kind of see how tall we are. There's the M from up high. But yeah. So we were going to do a wheeled start on this tractor, but obviously I didn't get around to it this month. That'll probably be something for a future video someday. The biggest problem with this tractor and these high crops is there is like virtually no good way to get on them. Okay, so there's the HV from that side. Really, HV, same thing as an H. Just basically the drawbar is different. Drop boxes on the rear end and the tall front end up here. And that's really about it. I do have a picture from the 150 Years of International Harvestor book by C.H. Wendell. The picture I'll include in there from that book shows an HV pulling a sprayer. So that's, I think that just shows what the tractor was meant for. It was meant to run over fields that had crops standing in them when you didn't want to harm the crops, such as corn, sugarcane, tobacco, tall crops like that.
First place winner was Brian. Second place winner was Ryan. And the third place was Samuel.
Farmall H. This tractor, very good old tractor. It'll start up as soon as you hit the button. It's got rear weights in it here, and I mean, it's pretty basic H. It does have hydraulics on it, PTO, drawbars there. So it's ready to go to work if you want it to work, ready to go to shows. With a nice original tractor, and this thing is very straight. I hope y'all can see just how straight all the sheet metal is on it. There's very few little dings or anything in it, imperfections. So it's probably one of the straightest H's that I've ever seen, and I've seen quite a few H's just because they're so common. But I got the belt pulley unit in it. Obviously a gasser, tricycle front end. But yeah, it is definitely ready to do anything you would want it to do. I mean, it'd probably even be a pretty good little pulling tractor if somebody wanted to use it for that. So, and the price tag on that is $1,500.
Boy, right there, 400, 500 on the H Farmall. It's four down here, but it's 500. 5, but it's 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 500. Got $200 worth of wheels on it, boys. I got 4 down 5, and down 5, but it's 5, but it's 5, but it's 450 if you want to bid. It's 4 down, but it's 5, but it's 450. It's 4 here, 4 and a quarter, if I got a deed for it. It's 4 down, but it's 425 on the 08. It's 400, 4 and a quarter half, and down 4 and a half, get ready to back me up. And down 450, but a day, 450, but a day, but a day, 400. So the 4 and a quarter for about 126.
We'll have some videos coming up at the Missouri State Fair. That's where we're going on vacation. So make sure to watch out for those. We've still got another bonus video for the Gasconade County Threshers. So make sure to watch out for that video. And we got a couple auction videos coming up. So just make sure to keep an eye on the channel. And we'll keep you updated with what's going on here at Wyatt's Tractor Sales. Make sure to check www.wyattstractorsales.com. Again, thanks for watching, and make sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below about the H Farmall.